Welcome back, this is Kaya Redford. So you're probably wondering, or maybe you've asked, okay, so who is this program especially designed for? Why is that important? Well, there's certain people that have certain, businesses or certain industries that lend really, really well to the study of N.L.P, the study of human excellence, and to this program. And at the same time, what I've discovered is I have people from all walks of life in the program. So let me cover a few of the different groups, and you might put your hand up and say, I'm part of one of those groups. Okay, so first, what I notice is a lot of people that have that entrepreneurial spirit are really attracted to this program because it helps them in monumental ways. So my question to you is, do you have an entrepreneurial spirit in you? Do you have the idea of, I'd like to be my own boss, or maybe you are your own boss, maybe you have your own company. Maybe you're in real estate, maybe you're in financial services, maybe you have a company and you see yourself as not a 9-to-5 person, but a person that wants to really unleash your true potential and build an amazing wealth for yourself and for your loved ones, for your family. Would you consider yourself having that entrepreneurial mind? Yes? Awesome. Okay. Second group that lends perfectly to this program are leaders. Okay, it's funny. I go into these Fortune 500 companies and I put my hand up and I ask them, how many of you are leaders? I'll ask you, are you a leader? Absolutely, yes. And it's funny because even though you put your hand up, I'm imagining, right? I go into these rooms and some people don't put their hands up, and I find it really kind of interesting how some people don't see themselves as a leader. And even if you know someone that find themselves in a place of not sure if they're a leader, I have people, when I ask that question, they kind of go like this, their hands up, but it's not really up. And I ask them, and I pose this question, I'm going to pose it to you. Are we not all leaders? At some point in our life, in our future, right, we're going to look back on our life and we're going to say, how did I lead my life? Did I do everything I could do? Was I being my true potential? Did I have what really, truly life had to offer me? Or will I have that point in my life when I look back on my life and look back and say, what would have happened, what could have happened, what should have happened, if only this, if only that? Will I be that person that's living in regret? Unfortunately, a lot of people coming to the end of their life, they have these regrets, right? So what we're doing is we're saying, I'm a leader. I'm a leader of myself, at least. The decisions I make, the way I forge into my future and how I create my future. I'm the master of my ship. I'm the captain of my ship. I'm the screenwriter of the play, of the story of my life. So knowing that, for your mature consideration, all of our mature considerations, let's adopt that, yes? Say, yes, I'm a leader. And especially if you have family. I have 2 kids. I've got 2 bambinos, and they're teenagers, and they're already taller than me, and I'm already 5'10". One is like 6'2", and the other one's getting to about 6 foot already. So we're leaders of our family, our loved ones too, okay? So the third group is salespeople, sales professionals. Now, this is an interesting one. I don't know if you've, some people think of sales, unfortunately, as like the used car salesman, that pushy person that's trying to, get you to buy something. And my question for you is this, I go into these Fortune 500 companies, same thing, and I ask them, I even go to the sales division of real estate companies, the biggest ones, the insurance or financial services companies, the biggest ones in the world. And I go into the sales division and I ask them how many of them are salespeople. Again, not all their hands go up. There seems to be a resistance. So my question for you is, do you embrace sales? Even if you're not in sales exactly, do you embrace sales, or do you have a sort of a resistance to it? Because here's the critical question. What I'm going to ask you is, try this on. Do we not, all of us, no matter what industry, no matter where we are in life, do we not, all of us, sell the value that we bring to the world? Sell the value that we bring to the marketplace. Are we not, in a way, even when we speak to someone, are we not even selling our ideas and our thoughts and our communication so that people can agree with us or disagree with us, work with us or not work with us? We're selling all the time. We're selling our ideas, we're selling our thoughts. If we have a kid, we're selling the kid on, get good grades. If you get good grades, you'll get into a good college, and then, if you do well in school, you'll create your future. You have a bright future. We're selling our kids on getting off those games and getting out and being active and doing sports and taking care of their body, because it's one of the most precious things we have. So we're selling all the time. We're selling the value that we bring to the marketplace and to the world, no matter what industry we're in. So how I like to look at this, and I'm going to use the word hardcore, because I embrace it, and I teach people to embrace it and get rid of that resistance of it's something wrong, or sales is beneath me, or it's slimy, or it's this or that. Having that mindset about it is not going to serve. It's not going to help anyone. So what I say to people, either we sell the value that we bring to the marketplace in the world, or we're selling out on our own goals, on our own dreams, on our own desires, and those of others that could use and benefit our products and services. So I'm going to say it again, and I know I'm being hard on this, and I'm doing this on purpose. Either we sell the value that we bring to the marketplace and to the world, or we're selling out. And when I say we're selling out, I mean we're selling out on our own goals, our own dreams, our own desires, and those of the people that we could help and we could serve. So we need to make a choice. I say let's step in fully. Let's sell the value that we bring to the marketplace and to the world. Yes? So as you look at these three groups, we have entrepreneurs, leaders, and sales professionals. What I love about training these groups, and other groups of course too, is that I believe they are the 3% that moves and improves the other 97% of the world. I consider these three groups as the movers and the shakers of this world. Because think about it. Nothing happens in this country, nothing happens anywhere in the world until something is either bought or, you're right, sold. It also tells me that, the fact that you're part of one of these three groups, or even all three of these groups, it tells me that at some point in your life, you looked in the mirror and you said, I'm willing to be paid what I'm worth. Yes. And how many people can actually say that? A lot of people are, just working some job somewhere and not really, tapping into their full potential, what they could be, or maybe they are at that job, whatever the case may be. It tells me that you're that type of person that owns and knows and recognizes that you get paid based upon results. How many people can actually say that? If you look at sports professionals, you notice the person that always seems to make the shot, always seems to, score the touchdown or make that three-point shot or hit the home run to win the game, and that person does it time and time and time again, is perhaps the most highest paid person on the field. Why is that? For the same reason as what we're talking about. You get paid based upon results. So I have huge admiration and respect for you, for the simple reason that not only you've taken action, you're here, you're learning, you're growing with me, and boy, where we're going to go is just going to absolutely blow your mind. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And also, based on the fact that you're here, and I know that you are a leader, you sell the value that you bring to the marketplace and to the world. And as an entrepreneur, when you tap fully into your potential, there's so much you can do. All right? So who else do we train? As you see down here, entertainers, celebrities, sports professionals. I get actors, celebrities, call, the different industries that would like to learn NLP, because remember, NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, is the study of human excellence. And people want to be excellent. If they're an actor, if they're a singer, if they're a sports professional, And not just if they're, in the area of business. They all want to be excellent. So we work with entertainers, okay? And we also work with celebrities. Now I have a quick little question for you. Who would you say is the celebrity that comes to mind when you think of celebrity? Who's the biggest celebrity that you know in your life? It's a trick question. Okay. Because I'm actually talking about you. It's funny, people sometimes are cheerleaders for professional sports teams, and I got it. I love watching sports sometimes, so I get it. It's a way for people to. It's exciting, it's thrilling. They get to unwind, they get to hang out, they get to go to a stadium and be around all that energy, and I get it. But what I'd like to ask you is, something that my dad asked me many years ago when I was broke and not doing much with my life. He got upset because he was watching me watch a game and I was jumping up and down and tooting and hollering. I was so excited. And he said, "Kaya." And I said, "Yeah." He says, "Look at yourself." And I'm like, "What? Did you just see that play? Did you just see what happened?" He says, "Look at you." And I'm like, "What, Dad? What?" He says, "If you had this much passion about your own career, about your own life, that you have for this professional sports team, you would be way far ahead." And I was like, "Oh, this is so annoying." I just didn't want to hear it from him. But I started thinking about it. Unfortunately, my dad's no longer here. As I got older, I started thinking about it and I realized some of us are cheerleaders for sports professionals and sports teams, of which players on those teams don't even know who we are. Let's be honest, they don't even really care. Some do, I get it, but a lot of them don't. And if you were walking along the street and you saw one of these sports professionals, they probably wouldn't even say hi. And yet we put so much energy into that instead of being a cheerleader for our own goals, our own life. So I would like for you now, and this isn't coming from ego, this is coming from just self-esteem and self-worth. I would like for you now to start thinking of yourself as you are the celebrity of your life. You're the star. It's your turn. It's your time to shine. And that's what this program is about. Okay? Second thought on that I'd like to ask you is if you look at the entertainers, right? If we were in the industry of film, which we're not, I know we're not, but this is a really good thing for us to help shift the way we think. If we were in the film industry, and if I could pick, what role you would like, not acting role, but what position you'd like to be within the film industry. You've got actors, okay, we know, okay. You have directors that direct the movie. You have producers. The producers get the money. I think they make almost the most money. Even more than the A-list actors, I think, okay? And you have screenwriters, you have all kinds of people on the set, you have extras that, they're just background people. It's funny because I find a lot of people are extras in someone else's movie. I'm going to repeat that again. A lot of people are extras in someone else's movie rather than creating their own movie and being the star of their own movie. But let me back up a bit. So I'm going to give you those different options and I want you to pick which one. Would you rather be the star of the movie, the director, the producer, the screenwriter, or someone else on set? Go ahead and make your selection now. Which one did you say? Okay. For your mature consideration, again, remember what we're doing is we're changing our mindset about our life. In order to create different results in our life, we need to change the way we think about ourselves too, yes? If you said star, why would you want to be star in someone else's movie? If you said director, why would you want to direct someone else's movie? Even if it would be fun, I get it. It would be fun to play another character. It'd be fun to direct a movie and call the shots. But what I asked you is which one is the best? If you were to be the producer, why would you want to work so hard? They work really hard. They have a lot of stress on them. The weight of the whole movie is on the producers. I suggest you look at screenwriter. Because as the screenwriter, You get to write the story exactly the way you want it. You get to write the story of your life. All the great things that are going to happen and all the things that are going to unfold. You're being everything you can be in this story. You're doing everything you're fully capable of doing. You're having the great qualities and quality of life that you want to have. So I suggest screenwriter. Yes, captain of your ship, creator of your destiny. And at the same time, yes, once you're the screenwriter, you can also be the star in the same movie. Some people do that in Hollywood, right? I think Rocky, yes, Sylvester Stallone wrote the script for Rocky. Oh, that's another story I'm going to share with you as we continue to go through this program, his story and how this was absolutely amazing. But he wrote the movie for Rocky, and he also was the star in it. And look where this led him, yes? So, as you look at that, these groups, and then obviously sports professionals, I'm just honored and privileged that you're part of one or more of these groups. And it's important for us to know that this program is especially designed for anyone in this group. And if you didn't feel prior to now that you were part of this group, like for instance sales, I never really thought of myself as a salesperson, okay? If now that you're adopting that I do sell the value that I bring to the marketplace and to the world, that I am a leader, that I am an entrepreneur, even if I wasn't acting much like an entrepreneur in the past up until now, I'm adopting that now and I'm going to do that now. So this sets an intention of how we see ourselves. So now we can learn some tools to help us not only see ourselves that way, but also be skilled and achieve great success. Awesome. This is a great video. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.